welcome back to my channel, BeYouBoo. My name is Tsnatee. I know there's a lot of air coming out there right now, but that's because I've been dancing to all of the tunes of Encanto. Oh my god, I love this movie so much. And for the people that don't know, maybe you do know because you've probably seen it on my Instagram, BeYouBoo_official. But there you can see that I'm kind of obsessed with movies, series, and everything. And what I've never thought about is creating a video saying what I've kind of learned of that movie. And today, I'm going to start it all with the movie Encanto. I love this movie so much. When I saw it, I was like, wow, representation really matters. I looked at the hair textures and the different colors of the people in the movie. I've never seen that before, where there are so many different cultures or skin colors in the movie. I mean, I did love Soul, where we saw black people, but this was like on a whole nother level, and I loved it. The fact that they use real Colombian instruments and music to really implement into the movie was really smart. I mean, just the fact that the creative team with Lin-Manuel Miller with just the fact that the creative team with Lin-Manuel Miranda, who actually created all of these songs. I mean, if you are not familiar with Lin, he created Hamilton, the musical, Angelica and Peggy, the Skylar sisters, we gonna realize that, oh, Daddy said to be home by sundown, that he doesn't need to know. Okay, sorry. Anyway, I'm just so excited. I love this movie so much. And today I'm just going to tell you 3 different things that I learned from the movie Encanto. So let's start right away. So the first lesson that I learned from the movie Encanto is that we almost always put pressures on ourselves, and we think that these pressures are coming from other people, but they're actually not. For example, with Mirabel's sister Luisa, she has a superpower where she's extremely strong and she constantly wants to help everyone, and she's put that pressure on herself by being the only one that constantly picks up all the different chores. And you notice in the song that she's really saying that I'm almost losing it. I'm falling apart because I feel like I'm the only one carrying all the different balls in the air and making sure that everyone's okay. But I know that you probably have always also felt this, is where you feel that your parents have put the pressure for you to get married before you're 30. These pressures are not coming from our parents. Sometimes our parents have never even said that. That's just the thought that we have in our mind, or we see our parents getting married at 30 and we think, okay, that's probably the age that I should be married to because that's what I've seen. But that's the pressure that you've put on yourself, boo. Try to shake it off. Let go of those pressures, and let's go to the second thing that I learned from the movie Encanto. The second song that really made me tear up, because again, I just talked about perfection, is the song What Else Can I Do from Mirabel's sister, called Isabella. Now, she's the one that is the prettiest, and she always looks perfect and wants people to think that she's perfect, or at least that's the idea that she's created in her mind, and her family also wants her to be perfect. And what I've really learned is that over perfection, or perfection, can really kill joy. And we have to let go of having everything perfect. Like, I remember when I was creating this behind me, I remember that one of the pictures wasn't aligned with the other, and I thought, ugh, it's not cute anymore because there's something wrong with it. But now I love it. I have no issue with it. And that's what I'm saying with perfection. What else can I do? If we're only trying to be perfect, we're never going to grow. We're never going to see what else is out there, what else we would be good at, or other things that we should be trying to do, because we spend so much time on this one thing, on being perfect at it, and not looking around and seeing what else can be my superpower or my gift or something that I like or my other passions. So with perfection, I try to let that go. In that movie Encanto, it really touched my soul, and I think that maybe you also felt the same, because it was a really beautiful rock Colombian song that was upbeat, but it still had a great message to it, where I almost like, you know, we almost cried. The third thing that I learned with this amazing movie, Encanto, and this one is really close to my heart because I really know how this feels, is the fact that Mirabel doesn't have a gift, or at least she doesn't have a superpower like her family has. But what she doesn't know is that just by being herself and knowing how to talk to the house, or knowing how to talk, or knowing how to understand everyone around her, or being the compassionate one, or listening to what people are saying, that is actually her superpower. She is actually the key, the glue, the gift to that whole family. I remember when I was younger, or when we were like 18, when we had to decide what we wanted to study, and I remember looking around and seeing the basketball players. They knew exactly that they wanted to become professional basketball players, or the really, really nerdy kids that knew that they wanted to become the doctors and the lawyers out there. And I just stood in the middle thinking, okay, I don't really know what my gift is. What do I have to bring to the table? What makes me different? What is going to be the one thing that I will be extremely passionate about and successful? And it took a while for me to finally figure out that, talking to you and inspiring people and motivating people, that's actually my gift. Being the positive one, the only positive person in the room when things are going the other way, when people are demotivated or depressed or down. I'm the one that's like trying to give them the boost that they need. So what I really want to tell you is that sometimes we tend to look around us and think, wait a minute, what am I good at? I don't even know what I am great at, because I want to be exceptional at that one thing. But I just want to tell you right now is that the way you are right now, that is what makes you special. That is what makes you exceptional. It could be just the smallest thing that you do to make someone feel better, or something that you're extremely good at. Maybe counting numbers. I don't even know, but I'm telling you, the way that you are is special. You are the gift. You are the superhuman that you think you might not be. So this is my three things that I learned from the movie Encanto. And again, I love this movie so much. I mean, coming from the Caribbean and having a lot of Colombian people around me, and being influenced by their arepa con queso. I remember I even, during when I was really younger in Carnival, I sang a song called Arepa. Fun fact, at that time I couldn't even say the r. So you would hear arepa, or I don't mean arepa. Anyway, I'm digressing again. But I really want to thank you for watching this movie. It has been a joy for watching this movie, girl. What do you think? For watching this video. I love you so much for watching. It has been a joy to even talk about this, because this gives me a lot of energy, and I hope it's going to give you the boost and the motivation that you need to really, just be you, boo. You got this. Thanks so much for watching. Mwah. Bye, everyone. FYI, if you haven't seen the movie, make sure you do. Mwah.